Hello friends, this is Rajiv Sharma. This is an important video and you should watch it till the end. A very brief video. Let me tell you at the outset in one liner what is it about. This is about the State Department of the United States had warned 2 years ago of another new SARS-like pandemic coming from Wuhan lab. Now the details. Yesterday, I had talked about a revelation from a UK paper, the Daily Mail, which had said that NIH, which is the primary body of the US National Institute of Health, it had funded $3.7 million to the Wuhan laboratory for conducting research on bats. Now, here is another revelation, much more damning. This one comes from Washington Post. It has said that in an unusual move, the US had sent many teams, expert teams, multiple times to China. And China had organized their trip to Wuhan, where their lab, known as WIV, was conducting research on bats to know more about typical viruses like coronavirus or SARS-like virus. From the money received, from the fund received by the US. Well, interestingly, in 2014, the US had declared a moratorium on all kinds of dangerous research, whether doing it yourself or outsourcing it to others. And the Trump administration obviously reversed it. And this is going to be extremely embarrassing for the Trump administration, because this is yet another proof and yet another clinching evidence of how miserably he has failed in not just combating the virus or not just reacting to the extent of magnitude or the extent of the damage it could cause or the current scenario. Trump also failed on this count, that his administration continued to pour in millions on research by Wuhan lab. Now, the Washington Post expose says, it talks about two cables which the scientific experts who had been there in the Wuhan lab, they had sent two cables to the State Department. Both the cables were declared sensitive but were kept unclassified. According to Washington Post, it has had access to one of those cables, and hence the report. Now, the report also says that when the scientists, the team of scientists, US scientists reached the lab and done its investigations, they found that the lab was, this is 2018, that the lab did not have requisite safety measures, uh, and though despite the fact that in 2015 Wuhan lab had been designated as the number one lab in the country in China in terms of safety measures as per the international norms. Now, this one of the points mentioned in the cable as reported by Washington Post is of extreme importance and relevance. It says that the Chinese scientists were conducting research on a particular species of bats which are found in Yunnan province, and from a cave in Yunnan, which is about 1600 kilometers away from Wuhan, the bats were obtained. So, they were conducting research on a particular species of bats, and they found that this research was dangerous, and yet the team asked from the State Department to help them more, that is to give more funds, release more funds for them to tidy up things here and there and tighten up the security measures, the safety measures. Though the Trump administration did not oblige. It kept quiet. It did not release any fresh funds. Now, the question is, why they were going ahead with the research though it was dangerous? And why on bats? Well, it is because bats are known to be perhaps one of those very few species of birds and animals which carry viruses like coronavirus or SARS. And the research was meant to study that and to study the human interface between bats and man, humans. Now, this is amazing in the sense that as we know that the Wuhan laboratory is suspected to be, I repeat, suspected to be the epicenter of the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic. Now the question is that very categorically one of the cables had mentioned that this research is dangerous, and it said that it can trigger a new SARS-like pandemic. It clearly stated, and yet whatever that cable said 2 years ago in March 2018, it has come to now, and US, we all know, is reaping the whirlwind. Now, a few questions. The question is, why is it so that the US is letting the dirty research work done by others, or outsourcing the dirty research work, dangerous research? Second, we know that the pandemic originated from China about 5 months back, but we do not know and we cannot say for sure, there is no evidence that this pandemic is lab engineered. We do not know. There is no evidence. Lastly, the last point is very significant. How come this news got leaked? Is China behind it? You may say why? You may wonder why? Why should China malign itself? Well, this reason, let's not discount this reason. The question is whether China leaked it to drive a wedge between US and Europe. Well, folks, with these posers, I end my video. Do let me know. Please give your comments. Thank you very much.